Welcome back, surf fans. You're watching the Billabong Pro Pipeline. Chris Cote here with Rosie Hodge, and that short piece right there speaks volume. Everything falls right into place. Rosie, here's our opening ride of round one, heat 3.
Conor O'Leary just knifing under that lip, stands tall with the spit. So what a way to open up his campaign in heat 3 here. So watch him as he just feels the rhythm and escapes that foam ball. But you can tell from the elation, the surfers today are just loving their jobs. The knifey edge and the pull under the hood here almost catches that rail, does well to re-engage the fins, disappears from view. I think this is going to be, you talk about setting the scale in a heat. This is a great way to start this for the rest of the exchange.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of tubes ridden today. Quick look right there. Like surfer in white, Caio Ibelli.
A lot of closeouts we've seen this morning, and even some secondary bombs kind of feathering.
Beautiful, well-read wave there for Conor O'Leary. His first wave today, a 7.83. So a great start for Conor O'Leary. Expect a big year and a big Billabong Pro for Conor.
Yeah, and what a way to answer back to that 7.83. And today, I mean, a 7.83 is pretty much the 9.5. Beautiful second ride there.
This is a Strider's eye view.
Yeah, Larry Haynes on the back of the ski getting this vision for us. Just watch him as he grips the wall, just trying to steady himself and keep those fins engaged. We've seen a lot of broken boards this morning, a lot of carnage. Wow, there's just so many factors that come into these rides. There's so much power out there this morning as we see that swell start to fill in that footwork as he shifts the foot back onto the deck pad.
Conor is just one of those guys that when he got on tour, you're going, okay, top 5. You know, he's got this, but that just shows you the depth and how difficult it is to excel on the championship tour. And meanwhile, Morgan Siblick, a bit of a different story for him. Well, actually a similar story. He was Rookie of the Year as well in his first year on tour. Made it all the way to the Rip Curl WSL Finals.
Making a meal of it at the moment. Morgan grabs that rail. Had such a stellar season last year. Gets spat out. Doesn't get particularly deep, but a good way to get comfortable and start the reps here. See him knife under the lip here. The variance in his surfing versus Conor O'Leary, obviously he's on his backhand just holding on as that wave just spits its guts out.
You know, in our scouting report from Morgan Cibilic from last year, he just started the year on an absolute tear. Second place at the Rotten Nest Pro, third place at Newcastle. He got the Rookie of the Year at the Vans Triple Crown of Surfing in 2019. I don't want to say out of nowhere because as a junior, Morgan had a stellar career. Just another perfect tube there. It's going to be one of those mornings, Rosie.
It is. It's one of those just everyone's going to be trading perfect waves today. I think we're even going to see everything start to smooth out as those trades pick up, that little bit of bump that we see on the faces.
Did you expect him to have the season like he had last year, Rosie?
I wasn't expecting it. And that's what made him so much fun to watch. Every event.
In looking at the conditions now, absolutely beautiful. Still very menacing as you see how late this drop is. Conor O'Leary, beautiful read there, high and tight, kind of gets gurgled out with the spit. I mean, that's exactly how you want to do it, right?
Yeah, man. He's looking so comfortable in the way that he was able to pull in high like that and read the wave and really milk it for what it was worth. I think he did so well.
They just really are holding on to something that they're like, a mongrel in them is coming out. They want these waves. You watch them paddle into these waves, and it's interesting to see the levels of confidence. You can just kind of stack them in there. And those guys are basically at the top of the game with confidence. And watching their tube riding and watching them weave through the barrel, you know, the barrel that we had this morning just now was so deep from Conor, and his first wave, he got like 7.8, and it was just so technical.
Seen a great heat in the lineup. Caio Ibelli during the break. Beautiful. We're going to have to start getting a little critical. Will this be it? Anything can happen here on day one at the Billabong Pro Pipeline. It's Caio Ibelli. Not quite in the tube, but nice and stylish. I mean, right there, that's as good as you can do without getting in the tube. Bottom turn at Pipeline. Not bad. Straight behind him, Morgan Siblick. Kind of a similar position on that wave. Speed to burn, nonetheless. It was 6:20. We got Morgan heading towards the outside, right past Strider Wasilewski. And what's exciting about this year, like it is every year, but especially this year, is all of our surfers in the draw. Oh my gosh, right there under the guillotine. Beautiful bottom turn straight into a huge pit. Conor O'Leary. I mean, the word comfort.
Tonight, just thinking about what he could have done. And Conor laughing under that lip. Just such an easy, smooth style. The speed management that Strider was touching on is going to be so key because there's so much force pushing you through into that channel. Conor knifes under it, takes kind of a delayed bottom turn underneath that lip. So good. Watch that board as it kind of levitates. Yeah, he's looking so solid, and the smile on his face has not disappeared this entire heat.
I mean, he literally just dodged what, if that lip would have come down and hit him, he was inches away from it. Disaster. And right there, the subtleties, that shows you how powerful this wave is. This is a big, strong kid. And to be knocked off his board that easy shows you the power of pipeline.
He's a big, strong kid, and he's tall. I mean, to see him stand straight up and do that solo.
That right there was pure comfort at big pipeline, and right behind him, Caio Ibelli showing that his veteran knowledge. Well, even when you've surfed out here in many, many events, this wave, by no means an easy wave to ride. You'll just start, you'll see who caught the most waves in the heat. Caio Ibelli, he's got 5 waves ridden right now. Only one of them of real circumstance with that 6, but he did back it up nicely with a 4, so he's right there in the mix. Conor O'Leary, it only took him 4 waves ridden, and it was really all about that first wave, that 7-8-3, kind of gave him the early start to get the lead and hang on to it.
I'd like to know if that was one of the best heats that he's ever had in his whole life, feeling-wise, surfing-wise, as an athlete.
The smile said something about that, and I gotta say, on that last wave, the guillotine dodge, that had to be where the bulk of those points came. It wasn't a super long barrel, but it was very critical how he bottom turn right under, a cement truck coming down at you. So Conor O'Leary does get the win. Ibelli in second, Siblick third. More action to come.